we are here with Miguel and with Carlos from Flirt4Free. How are you guys?
Hi, pretty good. How are you doing?
Great. How are you,
Well, you
Carlos?
look awesome. You look amazing.
I put on makeup for you guys, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm doing really good. As good as one can be during these crazy times. But overall, good. So no complaints.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I see you guys are wearing makeup as well. What's happening?
Full face, just for you.
I have to. I'm getting pretty old. I'm, 55 now. So I just turned 55 April 15th. So yeah, pretty old. So.
Oh, that's beautiful. I turned 455.
Wow.
So you guys are both working for Flirt4Free, an amazing cam platform. Why don't you tell us a bit about it? Carlos?
Yeah, so Flirt4Free, it's been amazing to be a part of this company and to get to work with Miguel and the whole team. One thing that really sets us apart is just the communication that we have with our studios and with our models. We have so many different ways that we communicate with them on a daily basis. And that's one thing that's really helped us out during this time where everyone's in quarantine and everyone's stressed out, because we already had those lines of communication open. And, we've been doing a lot of webinars. I think what really sets us apart is that it really does sort of feel like a Flirt family. And when we say things like that, like with Flirt Summit and different events we do, I think just having all those lines of communication open is what keeps everyone that loves Flirt loving Flirt, if that makes sense.
That's so cool. I mean, I'm a flirt is your thing, right? Like you're always like, I'm a flirt. It's such a cool thing. Miguel, what do you do for Flirt4Free? What's your position in Flirt4Free?
I'm broadcast manager. So I'm managing employees in the company, and I'm helping out some of the support people as far as, models reaching out to us if they have any questions. If my team has questions, if they have any issues that come up, like pay issues or issues with the software, any issues with the site, models normally go to our support, and then if they have any questions, they go to me. And I'm also helping with all the projects that we have in line. Any other projects that, like the new performer application that we're building, for Flirt Summit, any other project that we're working on, I'm involved with the team to make sure that they go pretty smooth.
And what about you, Carlos? What's your position? What do you do?
Yeah, so my position at Flirt is broadcasting training manager. So I work with a lot of our new studios, a lot of our existing studios, direct models that work from home. And, I create new training programs, new training materials. We do a lot of training webinars as well. We did our first one for Spanish-speaking models, mostly Colombian, last month that had, a huge amount of attendance, like 400 people. So, just in charge of that. And I also help out with certain projects. Like Summit and stuff. So, that's sort of like a little gist.
How did you guys end up in this crazy industry family thing?
For me, I have an interesting story because I started with a company called broadcaster.com, and I believe Eric Wetzel was part owner of that company. I worked there for 3 months. Then the company, closed down. So I went to a company called Whole Foods, which is like a market store, right? I worked there for like a couple of weeks, and then I applied to different places. And one of the places that I applied for was VS Media, Flirt4Free. They called me up. I didn't know it was adult at first, so I was very surprised. And I started off in customer service. Like I got the job, and then after like 4 years, I got promoted to broadcasting. And then after like a year, maybe a year and a half, I got promoted to like senior account executive, and then I got promoted to broadcast manager. And 12 years later, here I am. But it's been a crazy 12 years, and it's been amazing. I wouldn't change my job for anything in the world because they treat me well. I love the models, I love the studios, I love the people I work with. I love people like you. It's awesome.
12 years, oh my God, that's insane. I'll ask you about like the changes in just a minute, but I want to hear about Carlos. How did you get in this crazy thing?
Mine was also just kind of like on accident. Like I had just graduated from college and I was applying to a bunch of jobs, and I randomly got an email from somebody that used to work at Flirt and just asking me like, if I was still interested to come in for an interview. And I remember Googling what VS Media was, and then I saw that it was like webcamming, which I'd never heard of. And I was just like, is this like a real job? Just because like the office is outside of LA. So like you know, if it was like in LA, I would have been like, oh yeah, for sure. But because it's like in a more like quiet, like suburban area, I was like, this has to be fake. But I went in and I interviewed with Miguel actually. And I was like, oh, like I really want to be a part of this. So I came on and I worked as just like a broadcasting support. And then I think like a year or two in, I got promoted to assistant broadcast manager. So I was basically assisting Miguel with anything he needed in his projects. And then last year, I was promoted to BC training manager. And I agree with Miguel. It's been amazing. I love the company. Miguel is the best boss in the world. So I wouldn't leave.
Don't lie, Carlos.
I'm not lying. I mean it.
Raise, promotion, raise. So Miguel, for real, like what's been like, you've been in the industry for 12 years now. What have you seen? Like, what are the changes that you've seen in the camming world throughout these 12 years?
There's been a lot of changes, you know, for once, like interactive. I remember when it came on board, it was a major change, you know, it was like a game changer for the industry. You know, we started off with like a sex machine. Didn't really go as well as we wanted to, but then came in like the Oh My Bots, Levins, and then it just revolutionized the industry. So stuff like that, you know, and then we've always been a type of company that works with, you know, models that focus on relationships. So for us, it's always been good. And for the most part, that's been like a major change. And you know, Flirt Summit, it's changed the way our performers like are on the site. They're very motivated to work for Flirt Summit and to try to win a spot for it. And you know, I think that there's other changes as well, but like for the most part, like those are probably the two biggest things that I say, at least for us, change a lot of the stuff. Yeah.
Carlos, I know that you're in charge with the whole Flirt Summit thing, right? Like you're the head
well,
of it.
That's actually Jamie's like baby.
Oh, okay.
Like Flirt Summit is like Jamie started it. It's, you know, and me and Miguel and a team of people help, you know, make it happen. So, you know, we play a big part in it, but Summit is definitely Jamie's, like, you know, she started it and it's been amazing just to see it grow. And what's really, really cool about this year's Summit contest, which is actually just being announced like a few minutes ago, is that the contest is different. We're giving away more rooms than we ever have. So we're actually going to give away 60 rooms for free. So 60 models are going to win, you know, a free 4-day all-inclusive stay at this Flirt Summit at this incredible resort. So we're really, really excited to be able, I think last year we gave like 40 rooms or 45. So to be able to bump that up to 60 is just amazing.
That's amazing. How does one get to participate? How does a model get to participate in Flirt Summit? How do you reach that thing?
Yeah, well, you know, what's really cool is that it's a contest. So basically the models that put in the hours, that put in the dedication, that get their customers excited to support them to be able to do this will win. And we separate it by various different ways. So you could win by being one of the top models in June, one of the top models in the July contest. We also do the models that overall were the next in line between their June and July rankings. So like those 10 models will also win, and then we'll do a random draw. So 10 models that qualified for the contest, we'll do a live feed on Twitter, and we'll just pull 10 names out of a bowl, and then those 10 get to come.
Okay.
They are random for sure. You know, we've had people say that it's not random, but it is random. I just want to clarify that. You know, last year what we did is we did something a little bit different where we had a money machine, or what was it called, like a money gun, and we rolled up a whole bunch of names of models and we shot like the papers and we caught a whole bunch of, you know, names like that, and that's how we picked some of the winners, and it was pretty exciting.
How does, like, I've been wanting to come to the Flirt Summit for a while now. How do the people from studios or like the enterprises come to you know, to participate in the Flirt Summit?
So for the studios, you know, they would have to purchase a room, and since we're taking over the whole resort, we can offer like special discounts for them. It's already included in the price that we have on the site, but you know, they would have to purchase a room for the event.
Okay, so but when is it taking place this year?
The summit dates are November 9th to the 12th.
9th to the 12th. Okay, Flirt Summit, and the location is where this year?
Cancun, Mexico.
I'm coming. Okay, I'm becoming a flirt model. What do I need to know to become a Flirt for Free model? What do I need to do? Teach me everything, okay? From the basic steps, how's the process of recruitment? Teach me everything.
Well, for starters, you don't really have to do much. You just get online and you'll win. You're amazing. You look amazing. So.
But is it only that? Because like your girls and boys from Flirt for Free, oh my God, first, they're beautiful, all of them. Then they're freaking smart as hell. What does it take to become like that, top model?
For us, it's more about relationships, Go ahead, Carlos.
No, you can go. I'll say my thing after.
Oh, so I was going to say, for us, it's all about relationships. So when a model begins on a site, we tell them to concentrate on mainly just relationships. Don't do any sexual stuff because that's going to change the customer's behavior in your room. So what you want is you want to make sure that that they're treating it like a dating site. Like, hey, I want to get to know you. I want to be your friend. I want to go out on a date with you. As long as they have that mentality, I feel like they can do really well on the site. Obviously, they do have to be attractive. Not everyone can be a model. I think it goes in. I think all websites, there are exceptions, but for the most part, they have to be attractive, good bodies, and just because there's a lot of competition, But if the models have that mentality that, hey, I'm going to concentrate on getting a boyfriend today, they'll be able to make a lot of money and be able to win Flirt Summit.
Okay, Carlos.
Well, what I was going to say is literally what you're doing right now is what is needed on Flirt, because you're sitting, you're relaxed, you're keeping the conversation going, you're so animated, your energy is so fun, you make people want to talk to you. And that's the main thing, is just being able to command your room and make those customers that enter the room want to get to know more about you, want to stay in that room, want to take you into that private where they could get to know you on a one-on-one basis. So that's the best advice I can give, is just go online, be relaxed, be yourself, and just have a good conversation with people and have a good time.
Don't be script. That's the worst thing you can do. We don't want you to think, you don't want the customers to think you're a robot and following a script. You got to be yourself.
Okay. What about I see a lot of, I've watched Flirt for Free. I see the site. I'm on it. I might have an account there. Hint, hint. I might spend some tokens. I don't know. How's credits. Sorry, credits. So it's been I feel, and you correct me if I'm wrong, that the site is a bit between freemium and premium, but now breaking into premium more. But there are still models that are treating Flirt for Free as a freemium site, or they're joining in with this idea. Oh, this is a freemium site, so I can basically do whatever I want.
It's actually the other way around. We're a premium site, and we're kind of breaking into being more, not all about premium, but it's a hybrid site because of all the options that we have. It allows models to be a freemium model at the same time being a premium model. So it's because of all the options that we offer performers. One of the things that we hear a lot from new models, you have a lot of options that are giving us opportunity to make money different ways. So I feel like that's probably the main thing that kind of puts us apart from everyone, is that we're a hybrid site.
Okay, what would be these options, that puts you guys apart, sets you guys apart from other campsites? Carlos, what would you say those were?
Yeah, well, what's really cool is most of the models that do sometimes work Flirt in kind of a freemium way with our party chat, which is our open-based, tip-based show that anybody can access, is it's more of a way for them to get to know more customers and to grow their fan base, because they already have the regular relationships and the regular customers that go to private. But by doing things like party chats, which are the open-based tip show with the tip goals, or by doing group shows, which is almost like a ticket-based show where customers need to buy a ticket to enter this group show, they're able to provide experiences that are more group-based, get to know a lot of people all at once, and start to create those relationships. And we also have a ton of different show types. We have feature shows, which are free promoted shows to VIP members, which as a model, you do a 1-hour show, and it's the perfect way to advertise yourself to grow a bigger fan base that will lead to more privates. Or we have scheduled shows where you're at the top of the page, the biggest square, all eyes on you. Another great way to put on a great show, and who knows who is going to pop into your room. We have welcome day shows that help new models establish strong relationships with our VIP customers. So that's the cool thing about Flirt, is that even the models that love to work it in a more freemium way and do big party, like group type shows, still make a bulk of their money through private shows with those customers that they're meeting that way.
Okay, for now, and I think you guys are ruling the market for what means traffic for male performers. How did you get to that? I mean, I'm not thinking, I know you guys are ruling that market. Like every guy that I know, every male performer wants to be on Flirt. Why is that?
I think the biggest thing is we were the first site that did it.
Okay.
Yeah, and all the relationships that we have, with a whole bunch of clients that are working with adult, I think it's all about relationships. The same way that it is for models, it is for us as well. And like Carlos said, we're the one site that wanted to invest in guys and girls. Most sites focus mostly on girls, and we said, we want both. We want to be equal with everyone so that everyone has the opportunity to make money.
How hard is it for a new model to start making money on Flirt? Like I'm talking, I don't know, 3,000, 4,000 a month, not a period, a month, 2,000 a period.
It really depends on the model, to be honest. I've seen models make anywhere from like $200, to $500 a month, and then go from, like for example, we just have a new model start, like a week ago that she already made over like $10,000 in her first 2 weeks. So, and this is a brand new model that came from a different site, and she didn't really know about our site, but she went to our Flirt Summit and she remembered, she got invited by a different model. So she's like, all right, I'm going to check it out. She went online and she killed it on the first day. And until now, like this week, she's model of the week. And for a new model to be model of the week on her first week, 2 weeks is a huge accomplishment.
That's insane. That's insane. And you guys I've been watching, you have the ambassadors, you have the Flirt4Free ambassadors. How did that idea come, and how do you select your ambassadors?
Carlitos?
Yeah, so right now we have Stefano, for example, is our male brand ambassador, and he came to be just because he's the #1 male model on our site and probably of all time in terms of camming. He, is an example of like all the things that a cam model can do, with the time he's invested, his fan base, the other businesses he's been able to start, his own studio. So it helps us out because, me and Miguel talking about how to work the site at different events is great, but I think it's really impactful when models hear it from another model that is at the top of his game. So I think that's where the idea came about, that, he represents us so well. He's done so well on Flirt. So he's just a great example for other models to look up to, and for him to be able to go to events with us and do, webinars and panels where he can spread some of his knowledge to other new models.
Do you guys usually have, I don't know, talks with the brand ambassadors that you guys have, so that, I don't know, you get like brainstorming sessions or stuff like that?
As of right now, we don't, but at least with Stefano, like I'm in constant communication with him, where if he has any questions or if he has any ideas, he'll hit me up via WhatsApp, via Facebook. Not just him, but like pretty much any model that wants to talk to Carlos and I, they're always hitting us up on WhatsApp or Facebook. It's like a constant thing. But yeah, like we have very close communication with Stefano because, we've had a relationship with him for over 10 years, and yeah, he's been great. So for us, picking like Stefano, picking like Lindsay Banks, it was an easy choice to do just because they represent, something huge on the site,
Yeah, and especially like somebody like Lindsay, you know her really well. She goes to an event and she knows everybody. She goes out there, she hustles, she brings a lot of energy, and she's somebody that like is able to go on panel and also, come across and give tips to these models, because she's also taken camming and created a whole brand out of it the same way that, Stefano has. So that's really cool. And another really cool thing, like Miguel said, we always get hit up by studios and models with ideas for new features or feedback on new features we're launching. And it really helps us because we're able to really customize all our new tools and all our new features, and they're tailored to exactly the models and the studio's needs, because we have that open line of communication where they're like, this is perfect, but it'd be more perfect if like it had this, or if it did this for us, because, whatever it is. So I think that's another thing that's helped us sort of stay innovative and constantly be innovating on our current tools and creating new tools and new launches.
That's true. I have, like speaking of ambassadors, we have Stefano, we have Izzy, we have Sven Basquiat, Brutus, that are all from Flirt for Free, that are Bucharest Summit ambassadors as well. And they're like the craziest people I've ever met, the most amazing guys I've ever met. What do you guys like when you go to shows? Because I've always seen you at shows. What are you guys looking for when you're going to new shows or to shows in general? Miguel?
Like looking for as far as like connections we make.
Yeah, anything. Like when you take you take the decision, okay, we're going to this show. Flirt for Free is attending this show. What are you looking for?
So the first thing we're looking for is new studios and new models. How we make those connections, just talking to new people. Anyone that wants to approach us and talk to us, we're a very open company. So that if anyone wants to talk to us, just to learn about us, we're open, we're there, and we'll try to build that relationship. But yeah, we're looking for models, we're looking for new studios, we're looking for new affiliates, pretty much new business and new relationships with people.
Okay, so I can link you guys up to this video and they can write to you, right?
Yeah, for sure. They can write to Miguel at Flirt4Free.com or Carlos at Flirt4Free.com, and we'd be happy to help them out.
No, that's perfect. Given this crazy time with this pandemic and crisis and all, have you seen, because you are there, have you seen increases in traffic, more people spending more money, or like what's the situation now?
I was a little bit worried about the situation because, the fact that a lot of the customers are going to be at home with the family, but surprisingly things have been going really well. I've heard some models making I've seen models make a lot of money, in the last 2 weeks, last 3 weeks. So for me, it's like very exciting, so I can definitely say that we're lucky to be in this industry because, models are making a lot of money as opposed to being in different industries where like people lost their jobs. Here we're creating opportunities for people to make more money. We've seen new models just come in and make a lot of money as well.
That's true. Carlos, what's your input on this? How do you see it?
Yeah. Well, what's really cool, like Miguel said, we've had a large surge in customer activity, but also new models applying. And like, for example, all the strip clubs in the US are closed right now. So we've had like Deja Vu, for example, which is like a huge chain of strip clubs. All the girls that work at the clubs were referred over to the site so that they could work during this time and make some money. We're working with like international strip clubs like in Mexico and Spain and stuff. So that's been really great because it's great for our customers to see new faces, but it's also great that, people maybe like bartenders or club entertainers that can't work right now are able to log in and make really good money. And it's been cool too, like a lot of content creators like, Falcon, Cocky Boys, Corbin Fisher, like a lot of their guys that also aren't able to film right now are doing these really cool big live shows on Flirt for Free. And it's kind of like a combo, like they stream on their websites and ours at the same time. So it's just a cool way for our customers to get to see their favorite porn star on Flirt. And then, their followers get to see them while they're not able to create new content. So it's just cool that webcamming gives people an opportunity to continue to have that social interaction and continue to be able to work and make money during these crazy times.
No, that's true. That's true. I think we're the lucky ones in the whole world, actually, the one that, we're still working. Do you guys like, besides the camming, the actual camming, how can a model make more money on Flirt for Free? Do you have the referrals? Do you have like messages? What are the, the options and stuff?
One of the easiest way is to refer, we call it friend referral, where models can refer models to the site, where we're going to pay them 10% of their earnings. And then the second way is member bonus, where if a model refers a customer that they're bringing from social media, from anywhere, they make, a bonus of 100%, on the site. So let's say if they make, 100 credits, we pay them an additional 100 credits as a bonus for bringing a customer over. So I feel like those are the two easiest ways for them to make more money. The 10% for referring models and the 100% bonus for referring a customer.
Okay. Oh, wow. I'm getting in. Someone give me a referral link right now. I'm getting it. I'm getting this money. So, how about, what are your plans? So I know the Flirt for Free Summit is on. What are your personal plans? What are you guys up to this year? Carlitos?
Yeah, so like right now, one thing that we've really ramped up is our webinars, because It's a great way to stay in contact with our models. We're starting to do webinars in partnership with like our top studios specifically for their models, just because studios also aren't able to really go and do in-person trainings like they used to. So that's like one new project that I've been working on, just to keep that contact with them. And it's a good way for us to be able to update them on new contests we're doing. Like we're having a summit one that goes over all the ways of winning, like exactly how the contest works. So that's like one new thing that I've definitely been working on a lot during this quarantine.
Mm-hmm. Miguel?
Are you asking for personal or for work?
Personal, business, everything.
For me, it's just keeping in touch with the employees that I currently manage. It's a tough job, but it's a lot of work, but very motivating for me to work with people. But as far as like personal stuff, I'd say just a lot of house projects. Just keep them busy. I had like a lot of free time because I can't go out, so I've been doing a lot of house projects.
So let's do a role play, okay, guys? I am a model, and I write to not to Miguel because I know you're boss here. I'm gonna write to Carlos. Carlos, I don't make money. I don't have traffic. Help. Why isn't Flirt4Free helping me? You go.
Yeah, we jump in. The first thing we would do, whether it's me, Miguel, or anybody from our support team, we'd look at that model's record. Is her profile photo a picture that's going to attract a lot of people? Is she working consistent hours? How is her video quality? What does her room look like? Does she actually look like her photo when she's online? Is she talking to customers? Is she sending messages? And that's the thing, because Flirt has so many tools, sometimes models just aren't aware of these new tools. So that's where we say like, hey, you're stunning, but your photo, I can't even see your face. It's whatever. So change your photo. Or, hey, you're not sending messages to customers. Like you have these people tipping you and then you're not working on establishing that relationship. Or, hey, you had like all these customers that were tipping you a ton last month. Where did they go? Like go back and send them a message, send them a performer deal, some sort of custom, promo deal for them to come back. Maybe let's do a scheduled show. Maybe you just need more eyeballs on your account. So there's tons of stuff that we can do. The important thing is just for models to reach out to us so that we can help them and we know what questions they have or what things maybe they're not super clear on.
Okay, Miguel, I'm a studio and I want to work with Flirt4Free. What are the perks of working with Flirt4Free exclusively?
One of the main things that I'm going to say is all the support we give them. We give them more of a personalized support where they have our personal number. They can reach out to us at any time. And, if let's say a model is struggling, we're going to be there for them to help them out to make sure that they're making money, or at least to make sure that, they're happy, and then we give them the feedback that they need. So I feel like, for us, is mainly giving them that support that they need to always be there and treat them like their family instead of business. I feel like that goes a long way.
I love that. I absolutely love that. So before we end, do you guys want to give a shout out to anyone special? I mean, everyone is special, but more special, let's say.
I'm going to give a shout out to Mr. Mugar. Hi, baby. I miss you.
Heart. Carlitos? Carlos?
My shout out is just to you, to all of our models, to all of our studios. I just hope everyone's staying healthy, staying happy, and, hopefully we see each other soon.
Thank you. And thank you guys so much for taking your time to talk to me. I know that it's super busy at Flirt4Free, and I just adore you both. Thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you. Thank you. And, anyone that wants to contact us, don't be afraid. We're here. We're going to help you out as much as possible, whether it's studios, models, recruiters, whatever. Just contact us and we'll be happy to help you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah.